Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is Sunshine the Runner. Welcome to my third vlog in October, and it is Monday the 17th of October, and yes, I am continuing to take part in all of the readathons, and yeah, I'm just going to be vlogging all of that. So I am currently taking part in Spoopathon and Halloweekend readathon. Autumn Mixtape readathon is finished now, so that is one less that I'll be focusing on this week. But if you don't know about Halloweekend and you haven't watched any of my vlogs so far this month, then just to make you aware, it runs Thursday to Sunday, so it's going to be like the second half of the week that I will be reading for that. The prompt that I'm going to be focusing on this weekend is the favourite genre blend, like thriller horror genre blend, and mine is definitely a psychological thriller. Now, I originally planned to pick up The Family Upstairs, but because I'm going to be in Manchester this weekend, I just know that I'm not going to have the time to read that. Like, I just know I'm not going to have enough time to read and finish that. So I'm going to switch it out. But also Chloe from Chloe Reads Books book club is a pick for December, I think. So I think it'll be quite nice to actually read along with people and have a discussion. So that'll be quite good. So I still need to figure out what I'm replacing that with. So stay tuned for that. And for Spoopathon, we are on wave 3, and the prompts dropped on, it was Friday, well, Saturday 12 AM. At the moment, I've picked up The It Girl by Ruth Ware, and that's filling the prompts of ebook, and I have, upon reading it, I think I can use it for dark academia as well, and then for like extra ammo points it's also 22 release, so it covers all of those. So if I don't manage to read another book that fits into the prompts, then I will be able to complete wave 3 no problem before the prompts drop for wave 4. But you know, it's me, so I'm going to try and get another book in as well. If you don't know what The It Girl is, it's a thriller, as Ruth Ware does write thrillers. It came out in August. I had the ARC, guys, and a e-ARC, which I haven't read, so I'm picking up now, you know, ebook, reading it now, which is important. You have two timelines. You have the before and after timeline. I mean, her is Hannah, so you see her across both timelines, and you do see some other people from the before timeline in the after as well, but I don't want to say too much and give stuff away. But in the before timeline, she goes to university, she goes to Oxford, and she's in one of the colleges there, and upon her first day she ends up meeting April because they are sharing the same sort of area. They have their own individual room and their own like living area that they share. She becomes friends with her, despite their very vast differences. So Hannah's from like a normal background, but she has worked extremely hard to get in there. She is really clever. Whereas April is clever, as we find out, but she is rich. She just gets to throw money away. She literally had a staff member like unpack her bags, and like sort out her room and things. So she's just like throwing around the cash all the time and like drinking Dom Perignon. So yes, it's a very interesting dynamic. But they end up becoming really good friends. And along with April, she ends up meeting these other people as well, and that is Will, Hugh, Ryan and Emily, and they are other characters that we're going to follow. In the before timeline, you do know, like immediately from the blurb and also like within the first little bit, you know that April was murdered in that timeline. And the after is like 10 years later, and Hannah's like kind of getting over it, trying to deal with it, cope, kind of move on, but there's still things that keep coming up. And in the after, it seems that somebody seems to think the person who actually went away for April's murder was actually innocent and it was someone else. And it was Hannah's testimony that I think actually got that person like convicted. I don't know what she said exactly at this point, but yes, that's kind of the premise. So you do know you do know that April's like dead already, but the mystery kind of thriller element is actually, did it happen the way that everyone seems to think it happened, or actually was it someone else? And if it is, who is it? Because at this stage I'm 31% of the way through, and at this moment I couldn't actually tell you that I have suspicions that it's someone else or like who that other person is. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. And yeah, that's it. I feel like I've been talking for ages. I'm now gonna go and drop my car off because it's got its MOT in service today. Probably gonna have to get something fixed to set that feeling, because you know, I've never had to do anything, and like the last few years, so it's like some sort of advisory, but they're like, it's still fine, don't worry about it. But like, this is gonna be the year, guys. I just had that feeling that I've had so much luck and not had to do it before, that I think this is the year. So we'll have to wait and see. So I'm gonna do that, come back, have coffee, have breakfast, start editing last week's vlog because I want it to go up on Wednesday, and then start work. I'm working from home today, so I might probably edit at lunchtime, or I'll read. Let's see how it goes. So there, that's it for the moment. That's the plans. That's the reading plans of what I'm doing today, and I will catch you up when I have updates. Hi guys, car update. I jinxed myself, went to start the car and it just wouldn't start, and it was like traction light on, which apparently to do with stopping the wheel from spinning or something. Had to get the AA out because obviously the car wouldn't start, and yeah, he managed to jump start the battery so that I could drive it to the garage who were going to do the MOT anyway, and I'm going to have to get a new battery. So yeah, 100% jinxed myself in terms of what was going on in my car, so great. And hopefully there's nothing else wrong with it. But yes, that wasn't an ideal start to this morning, because I had to, like, you know, wait around, like call them and like call the garage, but like, look, I'm gonna turn up at some point, but the car won't start right now, and I don't know like when they're gonna be out. So yeah, that's over and done with. Yeah, just that little update for you. That's it. So I did not have time to read anything this morning or to edit anything because yeah, I was having to deal with the car. Literally came back home quickly, like made myself coffee and grabbed a couple of muffin things that I had. Not like the healthiest breakfast, and definitely not what I had planned to eat for breakfast today, but it was so I could eat it in the car while I was like waiting for them to come and check out what the problem was. So yes, not a great start to this morning. So I will be hopefully editing at lunchtime, and then this evening, and I hope it doesn't take forever like last week's one, because the other week's one, sorry, because that was like 52 minutes long, and I don't think I've done as much clips this week. Last week, it's so confusing the weeks, but yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stop talking now. You will get some reading updates at some point. But yes, I thought I'd give you a little car update. Hi guys, quick another little car update. No reading, no editing, car update. Garage just phoned me. They're still like looking through the car obviously, but gonna need new brake pads, and which was like an advisory last year, so you know, I was thinking something's gonna come up. And a couple of tires maybe, they need to see, fully check, but yeah, it's gonna be an expensive day today, guys. It's gonna be an expensive day. But yes, I have gotten away for years not having to really do anything major, so honestly, kind of expecting this to happen at some point. But yeah, it is what it is. So yes, that's it. That's the update for the moment, guys. I promise you there will be a book update at some point. Hello, it is Tuesday evening now, guys. It's Tuesday evening. I was in the office today, so I'm just back. I did pop into town because the other day when I was in Manchester, I saw in Primark that they had these like curtain lights, but like it was a bit of an awkward box to try and like bring back when I was traveling back. So I was like, oh, I'll get it here. They did not have it here, which is annoying, so I'm gonna have to try and see if I can get it maybe in Manchester again, because honestly, they're like battery operated, and I think those look really cute, and I really want them. So yeah, that was a wasted walk into town. However, actually no, it wasn't. That's a lie, because somehow today, I don't know how this happened, but at some point during today, I lost, like, you know, the little feet that you get in the glasses. and I don't know where it went. It's only had one for like the majority, like half of the day basically. So I went into Vision Express because that's where I got my glasses from, and like they like fixed it. I was like rushing to get there before they closed. They fixed it, and like he like gave them like a really good clean, guys, like a really good clean. When I put them on, I was like, wow, I can like see really well now. Because yeah, even though I clean mine, I can never get them like that clean. So I don't know what they do, but like, so that was fixed. So it wasn't a wasted trip. It's just annoying they didn't have the lights. But reading updates, guys. No, actually, before reading updates, car didn't have to get anything extra fixed, but it was a chunk of change to get, like, you know, the new brakes pads, like the battery, the MOT, the service, like all of that stuff. Yes, but there was nothing extra. I didn't have to get new tires. Thankfully, I'm still okay for the moment. But yeah, that was not expected that much this week. But anyway, reading update. I am now 52% of the way through The It Girl. And yes, it's starting to like build more. Like you're getting, in the past timeline, we are building up and getting closer to when actually April was murdered. So you're getting more and more details of how things led to them obviously believing the person that has been actually that got arrested and convicted for the murder. You can understand like bits and pieces of what led to that, because his character, the building up of his character. You've had like other bits of information that you didn't know before, and like, you know, Hannah's been finding out, and she's had some reconnections with some of the old group because they all kind of went their own ways and not really kept in contact. But we were getting more information, and the more that we get, the more complicated it gets as to who actually could be the real killer. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. I kind of have a theory myself, and it's not like anything's been revealed that much, but because there's one detail that I'm like, but I can't say it because that would be like total spoilers. But yes, that's where I am at the moment. I finished editing last week's vlog last night. I did try to export it, but like it failed, and last night I was tired. I was like, I can't bother dealing with this. So I need to try and get that uploaded tonight, so it's ready to go tomorrow, and get the thumbnail done. But yes, I'm gonna have dinner. I'm gonna watch an episode or something. I think I might watch Cobra Kai. Like I'm like catching up on House of Dragon, but I'm also catching up on Cobra Kai, and I think I'm gonna do Cobra Kai because I think I need more like comedy elements while I have my dinner. I'm trying to export and upload last week's vlog, and then it'll just be like reading, lots of reading. Yeah, that's it. That's all the updates. Yeah, I will catch up when I have more updates. But hopefully, I mean, according to my Kindle, I have 3 hours and 20 minutes left to read it if I keep reading at my pace. So that's like doable between today and tomorrow, I'd say. I'm not going to say today because, like, you know, that'd be a lot. But I think by the end of tomorrow I could have that book finished, and we will know for sure who did it and if my theory that I have is correct. But other reading stuff, sorry, totally forgot to mention, I found this out yesterday, is that they are doing another round again of Girl Marathon in November. I'm so excited. So they didn't do it last year, but I took part in it in 2020. I wasn't on BookTube and stuff in 2019, so I didn't know about it, but I love the Gilmore Girls, and then this is such a good readathon. It's very similar prompts to last time. You have like your main ones and the bingo board. I think I'm going with the main ones. I honestly was planning not to take part in any readathons in November, but I cannot resist taking part in Girl Marathon. Plus, they're super chill, you know, like, just read as much as you can of the prompts. Like, it's not, I'm the one who always puts pressure on myself, but it's super chill. Because I have Kindle Unlimited, I have seen already that I looked up a couple of things. Anyway, I've stumbled upon, like, romance books, but not like, because you have like the spicy, like dark romance ones, which you always see on TikTok and stuff, but I've stumbled upon the romances that are like the cute ones, but like small town romances, like the cutesy ones, meet cute, all that sort of stuff. And I think it's just gonna be a week of like cute Kindle Unlimited romances for me. Maybe it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be Kindle Unlimited, like TBR for that one, because I do want to make the most out of it while I have it, and yeah, I really want to get a good variety of books read from there, so I can actually do like a full review of like, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? We'll have to wait and see type thing. And yes, that's it. I'm gonna shut up now because I've been speaking for too long, and I don't want to have another like huge, massive vlog to edit. And yes, I will speak to you later. Hello, it is Wednesday lunchtime. I've just finished my lunch and my lunch break is almost over. My lunch break is almost over and I'm gonna just give you a quick little reading update because I finished The It Girl. Guys, okay, I'm gonna try and do a little small kind of non-spoilery summary of thoughts, etc. And I'm gonna have to get into spoilers because I need to, because like the things that have annoyed me about this book lead to spoilers. So in terms of my rating, I've literally just finished it and I don't know at this precise moment what I'm gonna give it, because it's not like, I mean, it's a Ruth Ware book. She writes well, she's, you know, she's a good writer, but the things that annoy me, honestly, I'm thinking maybe 2 stars, but I need to like think about it a little bit longer to like, you know, have a full opinion. And like I said, let me just do non-spoilery summary first of all. I was enjoying it, but it kind of got to a point like I'm like, okay, this seems to be like dragging on, because you were getting before and after, etc. And it seemed to be like dragging on a bit. It's like, this could be like less, like, you know, this could have been quicker. There's just a little bit too much dragging, and then it does get to a point where you no longer get before and it's just all after. So, you know, the whole split made sense when you were having before and afters, but like you got to about 70% of the way, maybe a little bit less, and there was no more before, because you think you've got the full story of before, but obviously there's bits missing. So yeah, there was that. The other thing was there was far too many misdirects. Like, I understand misdirects, you need them, you know, to make you think it's someone else when it's not, but there was just too many. Like, I didn't think that was possible, but there was too many misdirects. Like, you were like, oh, now it's this person, okay. And then it made you think it was this other person. And I was like, what? And then this other person. And then there was one of the misdirects that when it was like pointing in that direction, I was like, this better not be the ending to this. This better not be the ending, because I'll be so mad. And then the one that it did end up being was like the second most annoying one for it to be. So difficult to kind of sum up the thoughts. But yes, it's just, yeah, too many misdirects. I feel like there was a couple of the characters and people involved that we didn't get to know as well. So that's why some of the misdirects, I feel like, didn't work that well, because you really didn't get that much from that character. Hannah, like, she's a fine main character, she has her flaws, and yeah, this, you know what, I just need to get into spoilers. So I'm gonna put a little thing up here now on the screen saying spoilers, so if you do not want this book ruined for you, please skip ahead to after the spoilers. If you're still here, okay, I presume you don't care what I'm about to say. Okay, but it was Hugh, okay, Hugh, the friend who, you know, was waiting down the stairs when Hannah went up and shouted and like screamed. He went up, and actually April's playing a prank on her, and he actually killed her when Hannah was away getting help. And it's just like, what? And then you had this reveal, and then like there was obviously his funeral and stuff, and then before we even get to the whole thing, like how, I'm not gonna give you the whole plot summary, but anyway, I was at a point that like I didn't think we were gonna actually find out why he did it. We knew how he did it. And then I was like, oh, we're not going to find out the why, because like he didn't tell her before like the whole thing ended up happening and he got accidentally shot and he like died. But like I was like, oh. And then anyway, she speaks to the sister and like she has this revelation of, oh, I figured out this must have been the reason, which really just annoyed me. Like, why not just have Hugh confess the whole thing and have this extra piece? Like, it just didn't, no. I would have preferred it to come from him before like he died. Anyway. But the reasoning for this is just like, this is why this whole thing happened. This is why, okay? Because she knew that her ex had sat the exam for him to get into the medical school, and actually he wasn't good at exams. He was probably going to fail. That's the reasoning. that was the reasoning why he killed her. I mean, it's because she was kind of probably most likely blackmailing him, and he was having to get these prescription like ADHD medications so that she could focus. But like, that's the reasoning for all of this whole book. Like, I'm so mad. And this was like the second worst way it could have ended. When one of the misdirects was pointing you to Will, who is Hannah's husband now in the present, and he had been dating April in the past, I was like, oh, if this is Will, I'm gonna lose it. Because like, that would have been like the worst possible conclusion for it to be, like, the person it was. And thankfully it wasn't him. But then the fact that like, he obviously, you know, Hannah was smart. Anyway, he managed to like listen to the call, 'cause she called him, he got there, but like, obviously went to rescue her. But the fact that he doesn't have like any sort of, there's no resolution between them. Like, does he not have, he should be angry at her. Like, I understand like everything happened, but like, there should have been like a conversation of, did you really believe that it was me? Like, you know what I mean? That didn't happen. Like, they needed to have a conversation. The fact that she accused him of killing April, and like, she ran away, and which literally put her in the danger of the actual killer. But like, no, we're not gonna have like a conversation and resolution about it. Like, is this a 2 stars? This is gonna be less than 2 stars. I don't know. I need to stop speaking about this because it's making me mad. Like, Ruth Ware, like, The Turn of the Key, excellent thriller, absolutely brilliant. This, no, like, it really annoyed me because like, I feel like the whole reason why it happened, just no, like, why was that the reasoning? Like, I feel like if you're gonna do it, make it, you know. That's it. Spoilers are over, guys. Like I said, it could be less than 2 stars because I realise how mad and angry it's actually making me feel, because I've literally just finished this. 2 stars? I feel like 2 stars because her writing isn't bad. I'm just really mad about actually who ended up being in the resolution. That's really annoying me. Like, no. Okay, that's it. I have not yet decided what I'm switching out for my books for Halloweekend. I need to think about that. I need to do my TBR for November because it's Girl Marathon, and I want to kind of film that video this evening if I can. And yeah, I might try and read a graphic novel tonight or something. Let's see. But yes, the vlog of last week is going up today, no problems. I found mail, everything done. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if you'll get another rant in this video, but yeah, not happy about this at all. But yes, that's it. I need to go back to work, and I'll catch up with you later. Guys, it's been raining like a lot today, but the sun's starting to come out and a rainbow, and I don't know how well this is shown up on camera, but I actually for once think I can actually see the end of the rainbow. Well, not the very end, I feel like it's going down onto like that road there or into the construction site, but it's like I can see it going to end, and I don't know how well this is shown up on the camera, but like, it's the first time ever, and it's so weird because I can see it going into like the trees. Oh, I hope this shows up really nice. Hello lovely people, it is a Friday. I'm gonna be shortly going to the train station to get the train to Manchester, and guys, I mean, I have to change somewhere and get the train, but I don't know what's with my luck this week, because basically I've been tracking it because, like, you know, it starts like further away, and then it was supposed to be like a few minutes, and like I only had 7 minutes as it was to change to get like the second train, and last week it only ended up being 3 minutes, and I did it. Like, I ran, went over, and I had like a laptop. I mean, I was out of breath. I was like, by the time I got there, but I got on that train. And I've been tracking it, and it was like, it might be there, but I would have enough time to the other side. And now it's like basically gonna get me here at the station like half an hour later, and it's gonna be 20 minutes late. like 20 minutes after I should have changed trains. So I need to either get the next one of that, which would be like 7:10, or there's another one that I can maybe get that stops somewhere else and I have to change, have about 40 minutes and then get the train to Manchester. So I need to see what to do, but that's super annoying because like, plus it's raining like a lot, guys, a lot. So I need to really think about my jacket. I have read Hotel, guys, the graphic novel. I switched onto my tablet because it was like better lighting. You would have seen like my Beefeaters clips. And yes, I enjoyed it, 4 stars. I'm on the second one. I'm about 50 or so percent of the way through, so I will finish that, but I'm not gonna have my tablet with me, so it's gonna be my Kindle that I do that on. And I think it's gonna be another 4 stars. So that's like for Spoopathon, those 2 prompts. I said that I was going to switch out The Family Upstairs for Halloween weekend for favourite horror or thriller genre blend, and I've decided to go with Womb by Duncan Ralston, and this is a horror novella, and honestly horror novellas are like my favourite of horror genre. I do like horror books, and this horror graphic novel I've been reading actually has been quite good, but honestly the novellas are my favourite, so I'm going with it. It's 131 pages, and this one, it's a lonely motel holds many dark secrets, and room 6 just might possess the worst of them all. Angel knows all about pain. His mother died in this room. He's researched the history. Today he's come back to end it, no matter the cost, once and for all. Shyla, a plus-size escort, thinks the stories an Angel tells her can be true. Secrets so vile you won't want to let them inside you. But the Lonely Motel doesn't forget. It doesn't forgive and always claims its victims. So that sounds like quite a good premise. And actually, I didn't explain to you, Hotel, the graphic novel, was like, it's like 4 interconnected stories. And it's this hotel that's supposed to be on the Route 66. And like when somebody's in desperate need, you know, and needs somewhere to stay, they seem to see the sign and they end up there. But not everyone gets to leave. And yeah, that's why I thought it was good. This sounds really good. I know that's my hair. Yes, and okay, so for the activity prompt and the photo prompt, I got, give me a second. The activity is have a Halloween treat with your book, and then also like post your like Halloween treat with your book. And I was at Asda and I got this today. Like this is 100% supposed to be for children, but I don't care. So it is a melt chocolate bomb. There is supposed to be little hot chocolates in there. So yes, you need to have like a warm milk, and you need to like heat it, and you place the chocolate bomb into it, and you know, you pour the hot milk over it and watch it like melt away. So this is gonna be my treat with my book. So I'm gonna have that, and yeah, that is it. Sorry, I'm speaking so fast, and it's because I'm just panicking about this whole train business. Even though the train's basically going to be half an hour late, I kind of want to be there more or less on time because it's a small station that I'm getting on at, and you know, I want to be there even though the weather's absolutely terrible, because like I have this fear of like missing the train. I just have a fear, okay? So yes, this is the last clip on my camera. You will then see me phone footage, and yeah, that is it. I will update you when I have reading updates. Hello lovely people, it is actually Monday morning and I'm popping on here to wrap up this vlog. I came back a little bit late yesterday, tired, and I wanted to kind of put my thoughts together. So I read Womb, read it and finished it on the train on Friday. And I don't know what my rating's gonna be still. Like I still do not know what my rating's gonna be. So I obviously told you the premise, I'm pretty sure, on Thursday. Friday, whatever day it was, I told you the premise, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, What I was not expecting from this book was it to be extreme horror, because nothing indicated in that synopsis, nothing on Amazon indicated that it was extreme horror. I did afterwards find out on Goodreads that it was, and they quite clearly have a disclaimer there, which is great. But Amazon really needs to, you know, actually tell you if things are, you know, extreme horror. There should be a warning on there. Yes, it was, it got progressively more graphic and more like, yes, I don't know what to say really. It got progressively more graphic, and it really did make you go. And I was on a train as well, and I don't know why I didn't stop reading it. I was like, I just need to get this done. It just, yeah, I can't say anything without ruining bits and pieces, but like, it does get more graphic. It covers a lot of stuff that, you know, you should be warned about. And yes, it was intense. It was intense. That's a good way to describe it. It was intense. Yes, and you know, what the author was good at was interlinking bits and pieces that you're being told, and how it all comes up to the end and how what it's actually all about. That was linked well, but the journey there was not what I was expecting. I don't know what to rate it, because it's not like it's a bad book. It was just, yeah, very graphic, you know, very graphic, and not what I was expecting. Which, you know, it's not the author's fault, which is why I'm struggling with my rating, because, you know, Amazon are the ones that don't have the appropriate thing on there, whereas they do have a Goodreads, so I don't know whose fault that is, really. So yes. Yeah, so yeah, extreme horror is not something that I was meaning to get into. I don't think we'll pick it up again, because it is intense, it is a lot. But yes, so yeah, like I said, it was graphic, which I had a problem with. It was quite graphic, this book. Also, the author wasn't that great at portraying black characters in this. It wasn't the best, but I did see a review, and I can't remember the person. I did see a review on Goodreads, somebody explaining some of the stuff. So I'm not American, but I know there was a review, and the person said that the AAVE wasn't used appropriately. I can't comment on that, because, you know, I'm not American. I don't know. So yes, there was that. The N word was used at one point as well, kind of misplaced in there. And yeah, so that wasn't great either. And like I said, there was a warning. Goodreads has the warning, but I didn't look up Goodreads before diving into this, because I would have expected for there to have been the same information on Amazon. But I don't know how to rate this. I really don't, and I don't know if I'm going to know by the time I do my wrap up for October. But yes, this, you know, take the warning. There is some violence in there. It is graphic. You know, just take that warning, and you decide if you want to read it or not. Because I'm not going to recommend this, because for the majority of people, this is not the book to pick up. I'm telling you now. But if you're one of those people, you know, go ahead, read it. But yeah, just be warned. Be warned. So yes, that was that. I ended up picking up the Mirror's Eye Motel by Tada Cully. It's another Kindle Unlimited. This is a novella. I haven't finished it yet. I'm still reading it. So yeah, in this one there's a group of like film students shooting a documentary about Grammy findings in seedy hotel rooms, and they unwittingly unearth a crime scene trail left by a serial killer. So yes, they are blinded by ambition, and they're going around kind of picking up clues to solve the puzzle rather than tell the authorities themselves. And so this could be featured in their film, and it could change their lives forever. And that's kind of the general premise. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's probably going to be like a 3-star. I've not finished it yet. Like I said, I think my Kindle's about half an hour left, so I will finish that in next week's vlog, because it is Monday. And that's it from me. I had a nice weekend in Manchester, good food, spent time with friends, really enjoyed myself. Oh, on Friday, I ended up being over an hour late. I need to do my delay replay claim, because that means I get 100% of my ticket back, the cost, which is, you know, it's nice. And knowing that I arrived late because I was really tired, but at least get my money back. And that's it. I will hopefully see you in the next one. Comment, like, subscribe. Bye.